Hello students, this is the second chapter of economics, that is people as a resource. As we have discussed in the first video, that generally people takes population as a load, as a burden, or as a negative part of the country, but actually it is not true, and that we will learn in this chapter. And today we will learn about this more facts, that is pupil as a resource. So let's start. Students, as we know that pupil as a resource is the chapter name, and in this we will read about the human capital. What is human capital? Basically, population is our assets for the economy rather than a liability. It becomes human capital when we invested in its healthcare, training, and education. As we know that at present you are learning, you are studying, this is also a kind of investment, because your parents are doing the investment in your education to make a simple pupil to a human capital. Now, investment in human capital through education, healthcare, and training is similar to investment in physical capital. Because land and capital or the other resources cannot be worked successful without the human capital. In short, we can say the other physical resources cannot become useful by themselves unless human capital makes them useful. So by this point we can understand that human capital is the most important resource that made useful to the other resources. Investment in human capital through education, training, and medical care, etc., yield a return that is evident by the following, that we can see in this point. This is evident by the following, that a educated person, it means more educated and trained person earn higher income in compared to the other person, those are unskilled or the uneducated or the less educated, and the productivity of a healthy person is much more in compared to a simple person. And society also gains indirectly, because educated and healthier population spreads more education and focus on health and medical facilities. And in short, we can say it is superior to other resources, because in the absence of human capital means skilled and productive capital, in the absence of human capital, other resources can't be useful, because it superior to other resources at it can make use of land and capital, that is physical resources. And these points shows that how simple population is important for the human capital formation. And we can understand this point by taking an example by the India's Green Revolution. It is a dramatic example of how the input of greater knowledge in the form of improved production technology can rapidly increase the productivity of scarce land and other resources. India's IT revolution is a striking instance of how the importance of human capital has come to acquire a higher position than that of material, plant and machinery. And this is very clear by this revolution, that by this green revolution we have increased the crop production of India in multiples.